Marriage is not about you, and it's not about you changing your spouse to be the way you want them to be. The real important thing is, how do we help one another grow?
Question number 1. My spouse has a history of forgetting to do things they say they will do. How can I build trust with my partner?
Was this you?
No, it was not me, but
Okay, I'll jump into that. As I listen to it, it really depends the context of what are the things he's forgetting to do. Like if he's forgetting to get his driver's license, or forgetting to apply for a job, or something like that, then I think we need to talk about priorities and what's he focused on that he can't. My sense is that, to me, it strikes me as when I read this, it reminds me of me not doing my house chores and Hillary saying, Wayne, do the vacuuming, and somehow I would forget to do it consistently, because I was focused on other things too. So I think it really comes down to, good communication. If someone's forgetting to do what's at the heart of that, why are they? Are they too busy? Are they focused on other things? Is it just something that's not important to them, but it's important to you, so they sort of minimize it? And then really just having good communication around that, and then coming up with solutions of how to build trust and accomplish the things that you say you're going to do. Because integrity in a relationship is everything.
I'm happy to share on that question. I think it's ironic too that Rob just said, like, one of his weaknesses is being absent-minded and forgetting things. So we have dealt with a lot of that over the years, but I think something that I have found, and I'm still learning, that works is just, since I know that's not a strength of his, I try to find ways to rely on the things that are his strengths and like incorporate it in there, right? So, I know that Rob is a social person. He's always on his phone or texting or something. So now, like, what I have learned that doesn't work is, nagging him about it, or like getting mad and, starting an argument. Like, it's just negative reinforcement. And as much as I have felt like, if I yell, make a big deal about it, I'm getting your attention. And it took me some time to learn that that doesn't work for him. Like, if anything, it just causes a meaningless argument. So now, like, I try to believe the best in him, right? I know that he's not intentionally forgetting these things because he doesn't care about me. He just has like so much going on in his mind. So I will, like, I know you're on your phone all the time. I'm gonna, we have a shared Google Calendar now. So I make sure, like, literally it will say, take the trash out every Tuesday on our Google Calendar. Yep. And it's something that's just so simple that for me, it's like, I know Tuesday is trash day. I'm going to try to speak to his strength and like get it, somewhere where he can easily see it every week. Or like, I leave little notes around the house. Like, he likes to eat. I might put a bill like right by the refrigerator and know like he will see it, like when he goes to the fridge or something. But just like trying to play up on his strengths. And I think that I just had to remember over time, like, biblically we're told to believe the best in one another. So I just have to remind myself, like, he's not doing this because he doesn't care. He's not doing this because, our family isn't important to him. It's just not a strength. So I'm his partner. Let me figure out how I can help him grow in this area.
I would say that the real question here is, what can we do to help our spouse grow? And this is a sin, and hopefully we're, we all want to grow in sinning less and loving more. But it sounded like, it sounded real, wow, get a bigger picture about marriage. I mean, marriage is not about you, right? And it's not about you changing your spouse to be the way you want them to be. It's really about, it's in imitation of the relationship of God with his people. It's an opportunity, like so many situations, like every situation in life is, for us to learn to be more Christ-like. And it's like God just doesn't harp on us for blowing it again and again, or forgetting here, forgetting there. People have weaknesses, and And that the real important thing is how do we help one another grow? Because fundamentally we're learning, well, and oh, by the way, it's really that this is about being selfless. It's about learning to honor one another above yourselves, about putting the needs of your spouse above yourself. I mean, these are the real foundation things. Susan has some comments about
Yeah, I thought, there's two sides to this question. There's the side of the spouse that's not doing what they say they're going to do. And like Steve said, that is sin, like Matthew 5. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. And then there's the other side of the coin of needing to be patient with a spouse like that and recognizing strengths and weaknesses. And and what you have control over is the person that needs to be patient. And I was thinking that involves, John 13 about washing the disciples' feet, and that with the unconditional love and the patience, it's looking at Ephesians 5 with the the marriage with love and without blame. There's also the side of the aspect of the unmerciful servant, who, with growing in your patience and humility and perspective, 1 Corinthians 13 about love with, again, patience. And then, Ephesians 4 is just that great communication passage. Ephesians 4:29-32 on being able to talk through things and talk about how you feel, and, recognizing, why figuring out why it's not getting done, and then of course 1 Peter 3:1-7 about winning each other over.
she's
I just
giving
threw a
you
lot of
lots of
scriptures
stuff for further study.
Yeah.